Good morning, everyone. Let me guess, you aren't sleeping for shit. I know, I'm gonna let you guys log in here, but so what's happening right now is if you don't have an understanding of science, which you don't need to, if you don't have an understanding of the cellular energetic frequency of your body, every cell. And we talked about sign up for Truth Tribe. It's in the link in bio. It's free. We talk every Monday. We talk about your birth chart if you have it. If not, you can go get it at also link in bio. Zodiac wheel is your medicine wheel. And it's very potent right now. Why? Because a lot of you are struggling because you're not tapped into your own energy field. And I need to be very clear. If you don't know who the fuck you are, people will push you around. People will give you their intentions, their viewpoints, their belief systems. Okay? If you don't know who you are, you're going to have a difficult time in life. So everybody's like, well, how do you use astrology, Dawn? There are enough people out there waking the fuck up and saying, oh my God, you know, it's not about the future. I don't give a, you can see the moon, okay? So I'm going to talk about why you're sleeping so crappy, what the moon is doing, how mom and dad are popping up right now. And typically that's not easy for people. Why? Because we don't want to see the truth. And why I use astrology, I tell people, when you do self-awareness astrology, it's a whole different ballgame. Self-awareness astrology is not about telling the future. I don't give a shit about the future. I give a shit about right now. And FYI, I can't freaking sleep. I can't sleep at night. Then I finally fall asleep about, 12:31 in the morning. And comment below if you're not sleeping. So when I finally fall asleep, then it's so erratic, right? So you guys all having these erratic dreams, and I'm having dreams. I'm having prophetic dreams. I'm having dreams about shit that's like, wow. Okay. Then you add to that, you're supposed to be super tired, right? Like I'm having a hard time getting up in the morning. Thus, when I have a hard time getting up in the morning, guess what happens? I'm literally wired. So I'm in that wired, tired state. A lot of you probably are as well. Wired, tired, exhausted, overwhelmed, whatever the case may be. So there's that, right? Now, again, that's the energy field on the planet. You will have a hard time understanding that when you raise your frequency, you raise the cellular frequency of your body. And now if you don't know all this, and you're like, I don't pay attention to all that, you don't need to. I'm telling you what's happening. Thus, if you're not sleeping, who gives a shit? You will fall asleep finally, I promise. That's how I function. I fall asleep, or I get tired, or I take a nap or whatever, which I'm not a napper, when it's finally time. So there's that. Your erratic sleeping is because we are raising the frequency again as a collective on the planet. And when you see truth, the more truth you see, you've seen it all in the news. There's so much truth coming out on so many topics and so many levels, in any level, spiritually, physically, emotionally, okay? When you raise the frequency of truth, you start raising the frequency of your cells, and the cells of your body have to adapt. Okay, so there's that. So there's the frequency of the cells of your body raising up, causing you, when they have to do this extra work cellularly, energetically, you get tired. But then you're wired because the energy's more and you're lighter. And so it's this cycle of weirdness, right? Then let's add to this. You got the full moon, okay? The full moon is coming on Sunday. So you're already in it, right? You're already feeling the Sunday's full moon, okay? And it's in Capricorn. And the moon, think of closure. When it's a full moon, it's closure, right? So the moon, I need you guys to keep understanding this, which is why I teach self-awareness astrology instead of tell me the future. What's my crystal ball? Tell me, Dawn. I don't give a fuck about your future. I give a shit about now. And right now you're feeling overwhelmed, energy, exhaustion, wired, tight. And then all of a sudden here comes the moon. And people are like, can't be the moon. It's the moon. Okay. The moon's building. Okay. And so this full moon represents mother and father. Why? Because Saturn is the father, strength, security planet. It's the bossy, it's the bull, bull planet. It's not really the sign of the bull, but it's telling us, look, you need to raise your frequency. You need to raise your bar. You need to lay a better foundation. So the full moon is mother. Mom is ruled by moon. So you got this mother and father situation going on, right? And it's basically saying, look, all your parent shit's coming up. I've had a lot of parent, past life, little, young, myself as a young child, dreams. It's all coming in the dreams. And so moon rules mom, Saturn rules father, Capricorn. And we have a full moon in Capricorn. So if that stuff's coming up, let's talk about the past. Okay, so now you're understanding that your past is popping up. So you put all this together, the entire collective raising their frequency, and they're all like, it's them, and you're all obsessed with what's happening out in the world. My answer is yes, but it's happening because you need to see truth, and the more truth you see, the higher you raise your vibrational frequency, and then you have to go back and quit blaming your freaking parents for what happened to you or what's going on or what's the problem in your life. You want to live a freaking badass life? You want to live abundant? You want to live financially free, emotionally free, physically free, spiritually free? You want to know the answer? I'm going to give you guys the answer today. But you won't like it because the truth is that's what you don't want. You want to hang on to the old. Father, mother, past. Oh my God, this is what happened to me. You want to know the truth? You want to know the answer that'll fix you? Know yourself. Know who you are. Know why you do it. Know what you do. Know the version of yourself. And most people don't know themselves. I teach this every Monday night in Truth Tribe. I have a class, it's $9 freaking that people won't take. It's so basic. I don't go too deep into the details. But the fascinating aspect of it is, yeah, that's what I teach. Basics. Who are you? And what do you want to do? And I'm tired of listening to people bitching and moaning and blaming someone else for their bullshit. Can you believe it? That side did this whole sides bullshit, and the left side and the right side. Just so you all know, that's crumbling too. But you're going to hold on to it and you're going to claim a side. Whoever's speaking truth, revealing truth, deciding truth, that's the energy you should embody yourself and be truth. Now, the truth about yourself is if you don't know who the fuck you are, this is going to suck for you. And why it feels this way right now, and everybody's tripping up over how things feel, that's what I'm trying to explain to you. It's not about how you feel anymore, as opposed to tapping into if you want to feel it. It's not the feeling you're getting, but do I want this? Does this raise my frequency? Do I feel better? Is this filling my bucket? Or is this drop my frequency? And do I feel drained from this? If you feel drained from it, it's not for you, and it is not the truth. So anyway, that's what's going on, my friends. The sleep, the anxiety, the edginess. People are feeling like they're starting to pick up the fact that they're are they seeing things in the peripheral vision? I see it all the time. I see energy, movement, that kind of stuff. And when you start seeing the energy movement, you're just picking up frequencies around you. So you're seeing kind of trails of light, trails of things. A couple times I was like, someone in the house, right? And they weren't in the house. No one was in my house. But I'm just saying, you're probably picking up these peripheral vision energies, and that's what's happening. So the energy is shifting on the planet collectively. It's why you're not sleeping. It's why you're picking up, new frequencies of energy. The veil is thinning, and with that thinning veil, guess what happens? You have to start being able to see more truth, and then more truth has to integrate into your cells. And the more they integrate into your cells, your body's processing. Now we go into that full moon. So anybody want to comment on here? If you have mother and father stuff coming up, Saturn, representing father energy, moon representing mother. The moon in Capricorn on Sunday is going to trigger this. Now, it could trigger emotional breakthroughs because there's so many other planets going on. I'm not going to get into planets on here. If you want to talk about planets and current energetic of integration, tap into the Truth Tribe. Again, link is in bio. It's always free. And join us on Monday nights, and we tap into your chart, we tap into your energy field, we tap into all that, because again, I need you to have some self-awareness, because the more aware you are of yourself, I know my shit. I know where I can get weak. I know where I can get wonky. I know the things that trip me up. I do. I'm prepared for them. I know what environments I thrive in. I know what environments I'm weak in. And that full moon is going to either awaken you to the next level of your life and you're going to freaking get it, or that full moon is going to trigger some shit that you haven't been wanting to let go of. Again, I don't tell anybody get rid of your parents. No, you need to respect the fact that you are your fucking parents and that you attract marriages and partners and relationships and careers and friendships that match your parents' version of love. And if they had shitty love, not intentionally, they didn't know, they had no tools. And no one wants to come clean. That's what's coming up for all of you. Your truth and your version and your frequency of love is coming up. And Capricorn and the full moon in Capricorn is gonna get you if you don't start paying attention to it and going, wait a minute, if I have a blow up, this is good for me to see. Do I want to keep living as a 9-year-old? If you didn't listen to Monday night's Truth Tribe, it's on Spotify or YouTube. You can go back and listen. I think it's 77. It's the last one I just posted. Go re-listen. We talked about this. Do I want to live as a 9-year-old? Or do I want to live my most badass abundant life? And most people are still replicating and recycling their 9-year-old selves in love, and they're going, wait a minute, something's fishy here. That's what this full moon in Capricorn is going to bring up for you, because you learn love from your parents. Saturn dad, moon mom. I mean, this isn't rocket science. And the funny part is it has nothing to do with them. It's really just symbolic. Right? It's all symbolic. It's all symbolic energy. So that's the cool part, right? Like, I love it when these things go symbolically. That's why you're having dreams. Symbolically, that's why you can't sleep. Symbolically, that's why you're having a hard time, because you're processing this stuff. Symbolically, sometimes you have to slow down so you actually can see it, see the truth. Energetically, right? And so all this erratic behavior on the earth is the erratic behavior in our minds that's causing the erratic behavior of shifting energetically, and all of us going, yeah, no thanks. We don't want non-truth anymore. We don't want to live a lie anymore. And if you don't want to live a lie externally, that means we're all frequency changing as a collective and saying, we want to live the truth and we want to love each other and we want to connect and we want to be part of, a tribe of truth. I mean, it's called Truth Tribe for a reason. Anyway, I'm not going to stay on too long today, but everybody's been asking me about the sleep problems, the anxiety, the seeing. They're seeing kind of trails in the periphery of their vision. They're seeing other energies. They're seeing lights, little flickers, this and that. It's all part of you raising your frequency. You're all psychic. You're all intuitive. You just never been told or taught. I taught this a million times. If our children from day one were taught their birth charts, their talents, their hotspots, their gifts, their beauty, their intuition, they're already that way at birth. We're the ones who fuck them up. And it irritates the shit out of me. My kids knew this from when they were babies, so they didn't take everything so personal, but they took hey, this is where I need you to badass up. Pull your big girl panties up and pull it together, girls. And they know that in those areas. But we just go, I just don't know why my life sucks. I can tell you why it fucking sucks. Because we don't want to admit the truth and we don't want to have self-awareness. So when you know your shit, no one can tell you, you're bad if you don't have blue hair. You're bad if you're not, skinny or tall or funny, or you make this much money, or you have a healthy this, or you eat right, or if you eat that bad thing. No one can tell you, because you know who the fuck you are. And I get it. And that's my point, is that's why I teach minimal Zodiac Wheels Your Medicine Wheel course. I'm about to launch next week, a mini ebook on it too, if you don't like watching videos. So I'll post it all to you guys later. The Zodiac Wheels Your Medicine, so you guys can start raising the bar and going minimal. If I print this chart of my chart, circle these categories of my life, and own my shit and know myself, no one can fuck with you. I don't care what you watch on the stupid fake TV wizard news, because it's all fucking like the Wizard of Oz, you know that. Oh, let us tell you the future. And you're like, really? Because they're lying. They're little wizards behind freaking curtain that have scripts that they're reading to you that are so fake and made up, because you make up your reality. You make up your energy, and you choose how to live. So, my friends, this is a wake-up call. This weekend, it's going to get more and more. We're at Thursday, so Friday, Saturday, you only got a couple days. It's not in Capricorn probably yet, but it's telling you, hey, you feel me pulling in? Go self-check. Don't get mad at mom and dad. Just go look and see. Are you repeating your 9-year-old habits, insecurities, frustrations? Are you bringing up that unhealthy love that you learned from mom and dad? Well, full moons are about closure. So it's time to put some closure. All your parent bullshit, all your little 9-year-old bullshit, unshackle yourself from the self-worth of your 9-year-old self and step into your badass power. If you need help, go get the Zodiac Wheels Your Medicine Wheel class. Go sign up free for Truth Tribe. I'm going to talk about this, elaborate on this. Know your shit, know yourself, know your self-awareness astrology on Monday in Truth Tribe. So if you want to join us, it's free. And like I said, we're all there. It's a community. You have to start opening up to why you're shifting your cells, your body, mind, and spirit. So happy full moon this weekend. I love you all. Brightest blessings. You guys have a great day.